How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have war number 1 of season 26, and Omni is going up against the Space Barbarians. I will be on full path 5 and have one mini fight this war. Do have a couple interesting fights, and one fight against the new champion Jabari Panther. But anyways, I go ahead and boost up fairly big for this first section. I have this Dark Hawk on the Ebb and Flow knockdown. Really easy Magneto fight. Never have to worry about protection as Dark Hawk's a medium champion. So I can just parry heavy and build up to an SB2 or 3 and fire that off as long as I have the Fury from the node. You're going to see here I bait out the SB2. It's not a big deal. Normally you'd have to deal with the miss mechanic, but Darkhawk's a robot, so Magneto cannot miss. I'm going to start building up my prowess at this point. Here I guess caught me off guard with the special one, and I ate that one to the face. Here I'm just going to block the second one. You'll notice I did lose all my power from that special one I took to the face. I do have 29 prowess, so gonna go ahead and throw my SP1 here just to finish the fight. Ideally, I would have liked to evade that special one and throw off my special 3. It's kind of satisfying, but it is what it is. Next up I have this Hit Monkey. It's rank 3. It's on the heavy hitter node, so when he throws a special, he does go unstoppable. Not a big deal. Apoco can't have his debuffs removed, so even if the protection comes up while he's stunned, it will not be removed. I learned that the hard way last season. I will be knocking him down with heavies and trying to trigger the evade so that I can get those charges. Doesn't really serve any purpose other than to make this Hitmonkey fight easier. I am going to be baiting out his SP1s and punishing them when I can. Mind you, in the off season I did get parried after one of his SP1s, so a little reluctant at this point to punish it. Here I'm gonna throw off a nice SP2 with the Fury up. It's gonna almost kill him. You'll notice there he evaded right at the end, but I got another light off and that finishes him off. Moving on to node 19, I have this Korg on the power alternator and heavy, I think it's heavy-handed node. It's just a 5-star though, and Apoco can't have his stun shrugged, so perfect counter to this Korg. You'll notice I am doing mediums to start the combo. Probably should have been doing lights, but honestly, I wasn't taking very much rock shield damage, so not a big deal. Here I'm just trying to bait out the SP2s, being a little stingy with it. You'll notice again I went in with a heavy. Pretty sure this guy was pretty low sig because I'm really not taking that much recoil damage. Here I go ahead and throw off the SP1. Apply the poison. I really should have been throwing heavies more often to keep my debuffs up, but didn't really matter. He's going down fast enough. I'm gonna make one slip up in a little bit. should be coming up right after this combo. Oh yeah, right here. He goes unblockable and I mistime the SP1, so I take 2 hits to the face. Again, it's not a big deal. Fight was pretty much over anyways. Moving on to section 2, I have a Killmonger on node 25. It's the kinetic transference and footloose node. I'm going to be going in with magic, going to be pretty heavily boosted for this fight. I am going to throw on a 150 boost and a 12% special boost, just to get a bit of power back after every special and to increase the damage. Now I know a lot of people like to run half suicides with magic, but I generally don't like using suicides in war. It's a waste of potions in my opinion. Object here is just to get to a special 2 before he throws a special. And once you get your power lock on, the fight's pretty much over. I was lucky with these 2 combos that he didn't throw a special afterwards. But at this point I'm just mowing him down. I think at one point in this fight I do lose my power lock on him. I don't know if my special 2 just fails completely or I take too long to get back to my SP2, but he will get off a special at some point. You'll notice right there he was being really passive. Maybe he doesn't get off a special this fight. Maybe it's another war. Regardless, magic makes this fight a cakewalk. Moving on up, I'm going to have this Stealth Spidey on the Sadist node. Going to go in with Magneto on this one. Stealth Spidey is metal, so Magneto makes this fight kind of a joke. And the Stealth Spidey is not even awakened, so doesn't get any extra damage from his passive buffs. Right there you'll notice I either just like mistime my parry or the game just didn't register it. I don't know what's up with that, but I did take a small combo to the face. Not a big deal, it's just going to cost me a potion. I am going to start building up my prowess now, but you'll notice he's being really stingy, or he's being incredibly free with his specials, which isn't really a big problem. You notice right here I go to do the trick where you heavy into your special, you just let them hit into you, but he evades, so I don't get the fury from the node, but you can tell right here it didn't matter in the slightest. That bleed is just melting him. Then moving on to the Redoubled Determination node, I have a Nova here. You'll notice I don't have a Doom with me, so I'm going to be going in here with Magneto. In theory, this should have been a really easy fight, but you're going to notice straight from the start, I'm going to get an AI that does medium, 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 heavy, just repeatedly. There I get lucky throwing my heavy. He could have easily punished me. Right there, I didn't get the spacing right, and I took a hit. And then there he does medium, medium again, and I go to throw a heavy, thinking I parried, and take a combo straight to the face. At this point I've done like nothing and I'm below 50%. I'm kind of worried at this point. I'm obviously not playing well. Here I get him to throw the special too. But again, he's playing medium, medium, medium heavy. And it's just like, it's really frustrating when the opponent does that. Here I finally get a parry off and able to start building up my prowess. But here he just doesn't want to throw a special, doesn't want to throw a special. He's not getting power because Magneto is shutting it down a bit, but there he goes unblockable. I take a combo to the face, and then I go to parry, stupidly not realizing that the unblockable is still up, and I go down. It's kind of embarrassing. I do spend 180 units to heal myself up. I could have used all of my potions, but I wanted to save some just in case I had to go back in again. This time, however, he does throw his light a little more often, and I am able to get off damage, but yeah. Honestly, this should have been a lot easier of a fight. I should have just been playing it normally the first round, just hitting him. Would have been a lot better in my opinion. Probably could have saved myself some embarrassment. But it is what it is. I also going into this fight didn't factor in the redoubled determination. I really should have done that. Was stupid on my part, but was definitely a learning experience, and next time I have to do this, I'll either bring in Doom like I normally do, or I'll have the backup take the fight. There, I don't know what happened. I just like froze mid his special and took the last two beams to the face. Here I'm going to throw off my SP3. Didn't have very many charges, so it's not going to kill him. Not going to place there any bleeds on him. Here he has the true strike on him. It's not the unblockable. And here he gets the unblockable, but I get off a nice intercept, and he can't, because he's metal, he can't auto block me, so saves my life there. And I get out of that one. Just kind of sucks that I gave up a death. Anyways, I'm going to be boosting up fairly heavily for this fight. I didn't see the pre-fight on here. I know the guy did place it for me, so I'm just going to back out of Alliance War and go back in. I see the icon, so I move up to start the fight. It's kind of a weird interaction with pre-fights that I don't know if Kabam's ever going to fix. But anyways, this is a super easy fight with Paco, especially with the White Mags pre-fights. You just want to push her to the SP2 as much as possible. If you are going to, or if she does throw the SP1, you just want to dex out of the first two. You can outrange it and then block the spear throw. If you do that, you can punish her SP1. There you'll notice I didn't get it quite right. There I didn't go in to punish her heavy. That's probably the best thing. She is quick to recover from her heavy, so not a good thing. But yeah, Jabari is really not a good defender in my opinion. But yeah, anyways, we did end up losing this war. Kind of disappointing. We had a rough time in the other BGs. But whatever, it is what it is. It's just one war. Can always come back. But that's going to do it for this war. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.